What is happening, people? Mr. G here, and I got another fun game for you guys. So this is one of my absolute favorite games to play in class because it's just hilarious watching these guys communicate with each other. So I call this one Pass It On. And the way it works is you will need to prepare a story and questions to that story. That's about it. So you're going to place your story at the beginning or the front of the classroom and your questions at the very back of the classroom. You're going to break your students into teams. I have found that 3 to 4 is a good number. Anything more than that gets challenging. And if you want to challenge your students, you're more than welcome to do 5, 6, 7, even 8 people. Up to you. So the way it works is this person here, and only this person, has access to the story. They're going to read it. I'll give them a few minutes. If they have any questions, they can ask me. The person, and only this person in the back, has access to the questions to that story. And if you ever played telephone, it's very similar. So this person is going to take one question and ask this person, who will ask this person, who's going to ask this person, who's going to find the answer. And then they're going to pass it back and just keep going back and forth until they finish all the questions. So it's a really fun game. It's hilarious watching them communicate, especially, you'll see what I mean. It's very fun, very entertaining to watch. Let me show you an example of how I do it in class. Today we are playing one of my favorite games. Okay, this is how it works. Let me show you. So it's like a complicated version of telephone. You've got the students on this side. Something else I'll do is that I will put the paper at the very back of the room on the wall or on a table, and I will not allow the students to touch or pick up the paper. That way they have to physically walk to student 2, and that way they retain the information instead of just reading it directly from the paper. There's one person in the middle that can walk from here to here, and they must talk to this person who can walk from here to here. Now these people have the questions that apply to the story that's back there. So they have the questions, and they must answer all the questions by communicating to her, who communicates to her, who asks her. All right, so I've been doing this for a while, and I have found that my students are a bunch of cheaters. I don't know why. They love to cheat. So what I've had to do is block them like this. I'll put tables or chairs in the middle because what they'll try and do is they'll try and bypass their teammates and talk either to the person way in the back or just skip a classmate. Another thing that they'll do is the person in the back or the person in the front will send pictures of the story or the questions to each other. So I don't allow cell phones either. I don't know about your students, but mine, for some reason, they like to cheat. Maybe it's just because they're very competitive. I don't know. So other than that, that's pretty much it. It's really fun game, really easy. Not a lot of preparation goes into it. So let me know how it goes. Play it in your classroom. Tell me what you like, what you don't like, what you changed. Tell me everything. See you guys.